Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Kansas City Royals and the San Diego Padres. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Ready to go now? Now a chance for Jonathan India. Right about knee-high at 97. And we're underway from San Diego. And a pitch. Check swing. Went around. And the count is 0-2. And that one hit to first, and it goes just foul.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
And a swing and a miss, and there's one down.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Bobby Witt Jr. in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Witt in his fourth year, 24 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Late swing fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground and foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's down and away.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. It bangs off the Western Metal Building, and it's gone. A home run. He circles the bases. His second homer this series, and the Royals take the lead. It's 1-0. So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Digging in, Michael Garcia. High fly ball out to left field. Sheets makes the grab. 2 down. And here now, the lineup for the Royals.
The right fielder,
and so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Vinny Pasquantino digs in now. Not even close there. And it's 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Hit on the ground to short. Bogarts throws across the diamond. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound in this one, Seth Lugo. And this will be a tough test for him. Pitching on the road has not been that kind to his numbers.
Well, I think he's just got to trick himself mentally and put himself in a comfort level like he does at home. I know it's not the same being on the road as away from home in terms of being able to have a routine and be consistent with it. But this game is so much mental, and he's going to have to find a way to play a mind game with himself to move through this ball game and get a W.
And there's a ball. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And El Nino is stifled for the K.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Could get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Luis Ariz stands in. Missed inside with the curve. And that misses. Now 2-0. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 1 out, base is empty. Bounce to the right side, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, one guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Manny Machado.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
Manny Machado stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 out, space is empty. On the ground, out to short. Witt to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for the Friars, and it remains 1-0. back here at Petco Park. And now it's going to be
hitter,
Salvador Perez. Cease back to work. Ground ball left side. Fair ball. Around first, heading for two. And one pitch into the inning. It's a leadoff double.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, Jack Caglione.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Jack Caglione. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. No outs, runner on second. That misses, and the count 1-2.
Tough to take a two-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 2.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Freddie Fermin.
High.
In the dirt.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one to first. Brooks. He'll do it himself. One out in the second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Nick Lofton in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And another ball.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Fastball for a strike. The 2-1. And that's in for a strike. And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout. And now it's Kyle Isbell.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
1 ball. No strike.
Two outs. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Sheets makes the play, and that's the third out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double, and it's 2-zip. Bottom of the inning. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat.
The left fielder, Gavin Sheets.
Let's go, Gavin.
Just
no.
missed.
1-0.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
1-1.
Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Next
Ball, no.
offering is down low. Yeah, I think that's fair.
ball,
I don't
one
think he's
strike.
ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. Ground ball right side. Caglione throws to first in time and quickly one away
That
to
is
second.
it. The shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No ball.
I think he was sitting
Two
off
strikes.
speed there.
That's a ball.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count.
ball,
Excellent
two
job of the
strikes.
hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
In the air, left field. Lofton under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Batting sixth, the second baseman, Jake
Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
Cronenworth.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Padres go down quietly. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in
Leading
San
off for
Diego,
Kansas
new
City,
inning
the
getting
second
started.
baseman,
Jonathan India at the plate.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that drops in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Out to center. Wait. 1 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Bobby.
Now here's
Witt
Bobby
Jr.
Witt Jr. His home and away splits there.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL-NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Fastball for a strike. Next offering way off the plate. And a breaking ball misses outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Battling here as he fouls it away. To kick the 3-2. Swing and a pop-up. Brooks. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Royals, the third baseman, Michael Garcia.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Fly to left his first time. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. There's the strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Wade snags it on the run. As we go to the last of the third. Stepping in for San Diego, Trenton Brooks. Fouled off left side. That one almost got him.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
That one not close. 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He's out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's Elias Diaz. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike. Oi! 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is foul back. One down, base is empty. Outside.
2-2.
That's
Ball
inside.
Full count.
Hard hit left side. Witt over to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Tyler Wade.
Now batting Tyler Wade. And that one fouled off.
Ball off the plate.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing could put you right back in this ball game.
Swing and a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Nice line drive to the pull
Now
side, met it out front,
the right
but just
fielder,
stayed through it
Kevin
nice
Hanwell.
enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now at the plate, Fernando Tatis Jr. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Just off the inside edge.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Runner takes off. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Wade leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Royals 2 and the Padres nothing. And we're back. Start of the 4th, and now Vinny Pasquantino. Activity in the bullpen. Steven Kolick appears to be getting loose. Number 66 also getting ready.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
One, two.
That
2-2.
misses the zone. It's 2-2. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Perez, batting with one down, takes a strike. Swinging a foul straight back. One down, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
The first baseman.
So
Jack
up now for Kansas City,
Caglione.
Jack Caglione. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
That one close, ruled a ball. And the count is 2-0. Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And there's the automatic. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Counts full, 3-2.
Full count.
And that is low for ball 4.
Now a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Bogey found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
2 outs. And that is out of play. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Royals 2 and the Padres nothing. Bottom 4, and now the DH, Luis Ariz. Ariz, 27 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Just missed. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Lucas Erce preparing to come on if needed. Serpa getting cranked up as well. And that misses. 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in. Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Here's Machado. 0-for-1 so far.
The third baseman.
He's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Grounds one to short. Witt in plenty of time to first. Machado out on the play.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. Sheets. He's been much better on the road than here at Petco Park this year. That is upstairs for ball one. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that's way high. And that's ball two. The Padres trailing by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Just missed the inside corner. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out towards left center. Isbell on his way over. And that will end the inning.
Now pitching for
Here's
the
a new
Padres.
pitcher from the pen, Stephen
Number
Kolek.
32.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Nick Lofton now at the plate. Struck
fielder,
out swinging his first time.
Lofton.
Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
That's down and in.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And that's in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
On the corner for a strike. And the count's even at 2. And that's outside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals. Fly to left his first time. That catches the corner. Lofton gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. That one 95 to finish him off. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at-bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering, what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at-bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
And now, Jonathan India in there for strike one.
0-1.
And they'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Ball 1.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. And now a man into scoring position.
This is something that'll happen to him from time to time behind the dish. The defense is a part of his game he's trying to improve, but right there just couldn't squeeze it, and it cost him.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 gone now. So up next, Bobby Witt Jr. There you see his May and June numbers so far. Line drive, and it stays fair. Coming home. He will score. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike. Hard hit right side. He takes it on his own. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. KC gets one on the double. It's now 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Xander Bogaerts. Lugo back to work. And that's way high. Ball 1.
You know, these Padres just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And that's downstairs and outside. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all four corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
And downstairs.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Let's go, Padres.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires over to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
The batter,
If you want to be a
number
great
9.
defense, you
Second
have to deliver
baseman,
consistently.
Jake.
It doesn't matter how many highlight reel
work.
plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw. Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Cronenworth
1-0.
stands in here, takes ball one low. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Strike two.
1-2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Well hit the other way. That one going back and foul.
That's foul.
That just misses. Now 2-2.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Got him swinging.
Now batting, first baseman.
2 down, base is
Brent
empty.
Penn.
So digging in now for San Diego, Trenton Brooks. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
SG.
That's a base hit, and that extends the inning.
There you go.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
The catcher, number
Runner at
17.
first with 2 away.
Oh,
And
Diaz.
here's the catcher, Elias
Diaz.
Diaz. He's 0 for 1. This to third. They get the force. That ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego. They trail it here 3-0.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Padres.
and they make a change to start
Number
the 6th.
50.
The new pitcher, Adrian Morejon.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the right
Leading off
fielder,
for Kansas
Vinny
City, the right
Pasquantino.
fielder, number 9, Vinny Pasquantino.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Inside, just missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Full count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Diaz on to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. 1 for 2. Check swing, called strike. Action in the pen down there. Sean Reynolds appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Number 66, also throwing. And it's 1-1. Swings through that.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Wade snags it for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Jack Caglione getting ready to hit. And that's outside.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Nothing across here this half. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Royals 3 and the Padres nothing. Well, we go bottom 6, and now the center fielder, Tyler Wade.
Tyler Wade.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Off the mark there, and the count even 1-1. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Bunting for a hit, and that's just foul.
Full count.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And the Royals manager
Now
making
batting,
his way
the right
towards the
fielder,
mound now as he will make the move. Seth Lugo gives way. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. Carlos Estevez comes on trying to close it out.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Estevez.
So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr., who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one's in there. 0-1.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Outside with a breaking ball. And he chases a high fastball there.
So hard to touch.
1-2.
I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
And that's in the dirt. 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And a foul ball. Two outs. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is outside. Fastball the inside corner for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The Padres down to their final strike. And that'll do it. The Royals claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, at this point of the year, first day of the summer, teams are really starting to figure out who they are. No more excuses about cold weather or any inclement conditions. Now I think we'll start to see what this team is really made of as we move forward.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.